LoreWarrior Online. GRM-R-PR29 Grim Reaper. Overview. Until the clan invasion and the Crucible of Tukid, Comstar's military force never suffered sufficient losses to undertake full-scale battlemech production. Instead, replacement machines came from the Star League-era mechs that Comstar had stored away. Major battlefield losses on Tukid, however, along with post-schism defections to the Word of Blake militia, forced Comstar to begin a massive rebuilding program to replenish its numbers with a new generation of battlemechs. Blackenberg's plant on Terra was the first factory to begin full production, churning out new designs with the Grim Reaper leading the class. Capabilities. The Grim Reaper's greatest strength lies in its weapons mix. The LRM-20 rack and extended-range large laser enable the Reaper to wear down any target at long range, as well as providing long-range fire support. The mech is even deadlier at short range, with an SRM-6 and a medium pulse laser. Missile ammunitions are stored in the case-equipped left torso. Deployment. The Grim Reaper has performed remarkably well in its few recorded combat operations. During Operation Odysseus, remnants of the Comguard's 201st Division, a Level 2 comprised mostly of Grim Reapers, faced elements of the Shadow Lancers Alpha Battalion in Central Africa. The Lancers were a mixed force of armour and infantry, supported by a Black Knight and Bombardier. The Comguards found themselves in a gully with the enemy holding the high ground. Caught in a classic ambush, they held their position amid heavy weapons fire from the Lancers. When the Black Knight and Bombardier attempted to close off their avenue of retreat, 4 Grim Reapers turned to face the new threat. A Nexus and a Raijin from the 201st moved forward to face the Lancer vehicles and infantry, while the Grim Reapers charged the Blakist mechs. One Grim Reaper, inundated with PPC and laser fire, suffered a catastrophic engine hit and disintegrated. The 3 remaining Reapers pressed forward and concentrated their attacks on the Black Knight. In minutes, they reduced it to molten scrap metal, then closed on the Bombardier and exchanged 3 volleys before the heavy mech exploded. The remaining Comguards escaped into the surrounding jungle. Currently, all Comguard and Word of Blake militia divisions deploy a moderate number of Reapers. The new Blakist manufactured variants will replace the older variants and are expected to be completed by the summer of 3067. The original PR-29 remains in production, mostly for sale to mercenary units. Variants. Late in 3065, Cameron Saint-Germain turned to Giovanni de la Sanga to help upgrade the Grim Reaper. Vicor was on Terra at the time, upgrading all factories for manufacturing the new Project Phoenix mechs. In early 3066, production began in earnest on the new variants. The PR-30 replaces the extended-range large laser with an extended-range PPC, the medium pulse with an extended-range version, and the LRM-20 with an Artemis-equipped LRM-15, while removing the AMS. Vicor designers swapped out the standard Holly SRM-6 launcher for a new Streak SRM-6 and installed C3 for better command and control integration. They also installed triple-strength Myoma, recently acquired from the Capellans, to help deal with the extra heat and enhance the mech's performance. The PR-31 swaps the LRM-15 and Streak 6 for an LRM-20 with Artemis fire control and 2 tons of ammo. This variant also carries a rear-facing extended-range small laser to protect the mech's 6. Notable warriors. Demi-Presenter Rebek Cranes. Demi-Presenter Cranes is an institution unto herself. Always the practical joker, she enjoys spamming HBG messages, none of which have yet traced directly to her. In the cockpit, however, she turns deadly serious. Among other feats, she almost single-handedly saved her command during the disastrous attempt to capture Dr. Rick Risley when they faced the dropship irregulars on Akamar. Along with a promotion, Demi-Presenter Cranes was the first to receive a new PR-30, which she christened Blue Marsupial. I'm sure there's some in-joke there with the Rebek Cranes thing, but I don't personally know. The Grim Reaper, it's okay. It's a mech. It's not the most impressive looking machine out there, but sometimes it doesn't need to look good to do good. And we're talking about a mech that by default is sporting a pretty decent spread of weaponry and firepower for 55 ton. It's a 55-tonner with the GG200 chassis, a Cortec 275XL engine, running at 54 kph with a max speed of 86, no jump jets. Its armour is provided by Starguard 3056 ferrofibrous, with a Holley LRM-20, Holley SRM-6, Blackenberg extended range laser, MacArthur 2 anti-missile system, and Blackenberg medium pulse. Manufactured by Blackenberg Technologies, primarily built in Germany. Communications system is a Marshall 333, and targeting and tracking is the OP Scanoptics 400 BP. Yeah, it's not a bad mech. It's got an okay amount of armor, covering it in all the right places. The movement is pretty good for a 55-tonner, and yeah, the ability to like smack a target at range with the LRM-20 as it closes in with the ER large and the other weapons is not bad. Although I won't lie, the version with the Streak 6 sounds a lot of fun as well. Don't know if we'd ever see this in a game. Seems unlikely, really. Like a lot of the 3055 designs, I guess. But, yeah, I mean, I could see it being quite effective, given the opportunity, though I imagine if it was added to any of the more recent games, that LRM-20 launcher would probably go up, just to give higher mounting. But yeah, the Grim Reaper. Not a bad mech, and yeah, it's interesting as well because it's mainly a Comstar mech that has slowly been sort of sold out to Mercs as they've been upgrading their original design. So it's cool. Yeah, it's a nice touch. But yeah, we'll leave it at that one. I'll catch you all next time. Thanks for listening, and have a good one. Bye.